Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm Robert Fountain, Sheriff of Granville County, the great state of Granville County. I want to say happy Thanksgiving. If there's some I did not see, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Today, we just always want to give honor to God initially, and whenever I speak or say something to the community, I want to make sure that they know that I am a faith based man and I follow the path that has been presented to me. We just want to give you an update on some of the things that we've done. This is our end of our year two, and I've been blessed and fortunate to continue to build on the promise of what we said we were going to do. I've been approached by a lot of people, and they now have seen that we are changing a culture. We have the vision that's been embraced by our community of the change in which we wanted to bring to the Granville County Sheriff's Office. And those changes were the culture, the integrity, the trust from the public. And daily we see the calls that people are believing in how we're doing business. People are receptive to the change. They didn't think initially that the change would come, but change is inevitable. And we are the culture of change, and we are still being progressive in how we do business and things that we do. So I just want to make it sure that everyone understands that we are here. The sheriff's office is in a better place than I found it. And that is my commitment to the community to bring this agency's credibility, integrity, and commitment to the community to a level in which it had not seen in a few years. So to give you an update on where we stand, our staffing patterns have grown tremendously. I am probably one or two deputies short. I have one going to school. I'm in the process of hiring one today. This week coming, I'm proud of the certifications that we have. When I first started, we didn't have all of our deputies certified as BLET certified deputies. We now have mostly all of our deputies that are currently employed are certified, with the exception of one that is going to BLET. So out of the 66 deputies, only one that's employed is uncertified, and she will attend BLET in January. We have the MAP program, the medically assisted treatment program for addiction and opioids, is kicked off. We received grant funding from the county's opioid settlement funding. We have about $200,000 for the initial year, which we're hiring an LCAST. We're hiring a qualified professional, and we are moving forward with having our program started where we can introduce some substances to make these people kind of wean themselves off of the opioids that they may have been addicted to. Along with that process, we open the actual library in our jail. We will let the inmates have visitation based on their progressive positive behavior, in-person visitations quarterly. We've opened a process where our tablets, the inmates probably can go onto their tablets with self-help improvement, anger management, confrontational avoidance, parenting classes. And those classes are then compiled in every month based on disciplinaries, the cleanliness of pods, programming. We will then celebrate the inmates' positive progressive behavior by just throwing them a little pizza party based on the staff. We get together and pay for those things, so it doesn't come out of the county's funding. As far as our library, we started the parent accountability program, which if any student group of students disrupt a learning environment, i.e. fight, we bring them to the sheriff's office. We bring the parents to the sheriff's office, juvenile justice, and our SROs, so we can sit down and have a conversation, because we don't want to do long-term suspensions and we don't want to press charges on individuals. We would try to find a way to get these young ones to understand the path that they travel may ultimately lead them to a place of incarceration or becoming a statistic, and we don't want that to happen. So what we want to do is sow those seeds and responsibilities early on, and then be able to nurture those. We started working with Cradle Middle School, Cradle Elementary. We have a mentor program going there, so the deputies will go in, shadow kids that may have some issues or disciplinary problems. So we're test running it at Cradle. Then we're trying to adopt schools and have the other law enforcement partners be a part of that process to adopt a school, to have mentors in the schools, the young men and women. We've had SROs where we only have one school that's short of an SRO, so we kind of moved that process to where it needs to be. Our community engagement programs are still alive and well. We cook out once a month at the sheriff's office, and we invite our community partners, mental health, substance abuse treatment programs, churches, civic organizations to come break bread with us because we want to build relationships. We want to build bridges versus tearing them down. We want to build those bridges. So those are things we've done. We have the Secretary of State's task force officers assigned to us. We have our first U.S. Marshal task force officer assigned to the U.S. Marshals from Granville County. People ask, why do you do that? It's a false multiplier. So if we have to go out and serve a high risk warrant, now all I have to do is pick up the phone, call the U.S. Marshal Service, and bring them to the table because one of our individuals is assigned to them. As far as the Secretary of State, we have counterfeit marijuana, counterfeit products being sold, vape stuff is being sold in our communities to our children. So we have our 3 deputies that are assigned to the Secretary of State will go into these establishments, check those, and we just raided them in November, 3 within our county, 1 within Vance County, 2 in Bertie County. So our resources that we are bringing to bear are because the public is trusting what we do. You elected me to do these things, and that's the promise and commitment I made to the community to do those things. We have started our ride-along program where people can come in and see what we're doing, and they can ride with us doing operations or DWI checkpoints or Governor Highway Safety Program initiatives. With that, we've done a patrol operation saturation unit to where we will answer citizens' complaints on speed and enforcement. So particularly Range Road, STEM, down in Brassfield area, when those people call us and say, Sheriff, we want you to slow people down. We want you to make sure that these stop school buses are not being passed. We want to protect our children at play, and we want to protect our parents when they go to work in the mornings against these aggressive drivers. So no, we don't hang out on 85, even though it's a thoroughfare for us. We make sure we look at the arteries and veins that lead us into our community. Granville County is a gateway community, and we're going to protect it, and we need your help. We need your help with the information, and we need to know where you want us to be. So we are going to do the things that continue to raise the safety and make Granville County a safer place to live. It is a safe community. We wanted to make it safer by partnerships and being present in the communities. So through my jail, we've received so many accolades that we don't have any deficiencies in our jails when the state comes in and audits our jail. We've gotten for 2 years, no deficiencies. We've obtained the DEA certifications from our jails. We've worked with the DHHS and DHS to make sure that our certifications are solid. Our partnership with Southern Health Partners has assisted us in getting these certifications done to make our inmate population safer. Not only for our inmates, our Southern Health Partners will work with us if we have a staff member that needs something, so we don't have to get billed from other agencies. So if we need to do a drug screening or a physical, instead of getting outside resources, we've looked at the contracts that we have with other individuals like Southern Health Partners to do those things so it doesn't bear any cost to the citizens of Granville County and their tax base. Last year, we were afforded the opportunity to work hard, and a lot of people had a lot to say, but no one said anything about the $192,000 that we were able to give back to the county because we spent our money and we were fiscally responsible. So we were able to return about $192,000 back to our community. They still got invoices they're checking, but last we checked, it was $192,000. At current, we're generating about $30,000 to $50,000 every month through revenue generated in our jails, which goes to the debt services to help pay off things for the county. We're housing federal inmates, and we're going to expand that footprint. And we are working with our Customs and Immigration with House Bill 10. We want the community to know we're going to follow the law. And we want people to know we're not looking for individuals. If you commit a crime and you become incarcerated at Granville County Sheriff's Office, we will follow the law on both sides of that spectrum. With that being said, we had the Guatemalan consulate, the Mexican consulate, the Honduran consulate, all come to the sheriff's office as a community outreach program so they could talk to the people in their nationalities, in their native language, so they could understand what we were going to do, how we were going to make sure that we were protecting all the citizens of Granville County. Your status does not count, not to me, unless you break the law. So those are some things that we are doing. Next year, we hope to be blessed with more staffing to work with our county commissioners, in which we have a great relationship with our county commissioners. I always say we need a healthy tension because it's a give and take. I don't want them to just say, we're going to give you everything that you ask for. I want to be able to articulate the things that we need for as funding, as far as equipment and training, and then us all work together to make sure that we're being accountable to the citizens of Granville County. But things I want people to know, and which I've heard lately, that, well, we don't have an open door policy. I don't know where that came from. My social media content, my sheriff's office, my personal phone number has been out for about 3 or 4 years. And I think that we will continue to be an open door agency, but sometimes you may have to call and get an appointment with me versus just showing up and think I'm going to stop everything, because I can't do that. That's not fair to the people that I serve. That's not fair to the community. If I see you in the middle of something, I will always stop and speak to people. I will always talk to folks about what's going on with them and what can we do better to serve the citizens of Granville County. That is the commitment we're going to continue to have to you as the community and to my office that I hold. But we would ask you to pray for us. We want you to have a blessed Christmas and a Merry Christmas. We want you to have a Happy New Year, and we want you to come see us. And again, if there's anything that I can do to make sure that you are being served by the Granville County Sheriff's Office, don't hesitate to come see us at 525 New Commerce Drive, Oxford, North Carolina. And again, you got my phone number, so you can text me. If you call me, I may not answer the phone. If you text me, I will get back to you. But again, check out our social media, check out our website, come see us, because you taxpayers are paying the bill for the building that you probably have never set foot in. Come by, see where your dollars are going, what your dollars are being spent on, and I greatly appreciate everyone in the community. Again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you.